New at 6:30, our community demanding answers tonight after an 11-year-old boy was shot and killed in a road rage incident. The suspect, who you just saw, 22-year-old Tyler Johns, is being held without bail on a first-degree murder charge.
News 3 viewers have been flooding our social media, asking what, if any, charges the stepfather of the 11-year-old could face, since Henderson police say he was involved in an argument with the suspect on the 215 Beltway near Gibson. News 3's Tiffany Lane delves into those comments and gets expert advice from a local attorney.
This is an emotional story, and we're hearing feedback from so many people. And you're asking questions about the charges, and we're getting you answers.
A deadly road rage shooting that left Brandon Dominguez Chavarria dead has garnered national attention. While suspect Tyler Johns is charged with his murder, some are asking about Dominguez Chavarria's stepfather, Valenti Ayala, who was driving when the child was shot and killed. Viewers flooding social media asking this question: will the stepfather be charged as well for endangering a minor? Here's what Las Vegas attorney Matthew Hoffmann says.
I think the biggest thing you'd have to look at, put aside the shooting, but look at the events that lead up to the shooting. If anybody is driving in a car with a child, and they're driving erratically, they're recklessly driving, they're driving drunk, whatever.
He says those actions in themselves can lead to a child endangerment charge, but not in this situation.
So in this case, was there enough there for the police to say, okay, he was the aggressor, he was trying to drive this guy off the road, or he was making threats to the person? Apparently it wasn't there.
According to the arrest report from Henderson police, Brandon's stepfather was merging onto the 215 Beltway from I-11 near Gibson Road. That's when police say Johns swerved towards them. And police say Ayala believed Johns intended to ram his car.
Two vehicles became involved in a road rage incident when they began jockeying for positions, trying to pass each other on the congested freeway. One vehicle tried to pass the other vehicle on the shoulder, and at that time, both occupants of their vehicles rolled the window down and got into a verbal exchange.
Police say Johns fired one round into Ayala's car, hitting and killing Dominguez Chavarria. According to the report, Johns told police he didn't know there was a child in the back seat. Now the question, was the verbal altercation enough to charge Valenti as well?
No. Knowing the result of this, obviously it looks like, hey, you shouldn't have been doing that because look what happened to your stepson. Agreed, but in the moment, does the person know that? Is what they're doing in and of itself an illegal act? And the answer appears to be no. You have every right to argue with others. Whether it's a good idea or not is different, but would a reasonable person believe that by yelling at another driver for their driving behavior, that they're gonna pull a gun and shoot your child? I think the answer is no.
Do you believe the stepfather should get a reckless driving charge off the evidence you've seen?
All I know is that he wasn't charged with it, to my knowledge, and based upon the police report, there's no indication where witnesses were coming forward saying he was driving erratically, he was trying to ram him, or any of these, any other facts that would rise to the level of reckless driving. Quite the contrary. It seemed to be that the assailant is alleged to have been, threatening Mr. Ayala.
Johns is expected back in court on December 4th. Stick with News 3 both on air and online on news3lv.com for updates. In studio, I'm Tiffany Lane reporting.